Let's talk about what we got on the table, and then we will kind of get into some exciting stuff coming to the Muzzle Bro channel. So today we do have the Glock 17 Gen 3 that we have a beautifully Cerakoted job from Syndicus Cerakote. I've told you all that my AKM is currently up kicking it at Syndicus Cerakote, getting painted up right now. So we'll have another Cerakoted gun here from Syndicus Cerakote shortly. We do have the Zastava M90, a beautiful 5.56 AKM that we will be chatting about today. I actually am kind of teasing doing a overview and specs video before the 1,000 round range review, but we'll see. And then we have the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV hanging out on the table today as well. Hectic, Brianna, Jackson, what's up? DJ, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I don't know if anyone was on last night's stream, but it was kind of kicked me midstream after about 30 minutes or so, saying that I was touching one of the guns. So there are no firearm touchings on the channel. Special announcement. Okay, so all right. So number one, the CZ75 1,000 round range review. I'm actually going to drop it tomorrow at noon. So it's a pretty cool video. I know you guys have really been enjoying the CZ75 SP01 Shadow Accu from CZ Customs. And I was going to originally post that video Sunday, but I actually had some time today and got it all edited. So the CZ75 1,000 round range review is getting posted tomorrow, so I thought that was pretty exciting. We are also going to have a new ported 2011 coming to the channel by the end of the week. So I'm super excited. It is going to be, the name of that gun is called the Hex by Jacob Gray Firearm. So a ported 2.5 inch 2011. It is a $3,500 firearm. So I was incredibly pumped to get that sent out to the channel. Guzman says here, cooking and listening. Nice. Hector, Bet, yeah. DJ, Sparky Mark, what's up? Thick Boy, how's it going? Glock me. We do have the Cerakoted Glock 17 Gen 3. So yeah, as far as special news, it's going to be, number one, the CZ75 SP01 Shadow Accu range review is going to be live tomorrow, which is done exponentially quicker than I thought. Piece of exciting news number two is going to be, we are going to have an awesome ported 2011 on the channel. The Hex by Jacob Gray Firearms, which is like legit a $3,500 gun. So pretty pumped that was sent out to the channel. I was hyped about that. And then we are actually working on getting another 9mm suppressor on the channel by Whisper Company, Whisper something. And it's I requested the pink one because it's cool. So those are my three little kind of exciting pieces of news. So yeah. Muzz, you need to buy an M1 next. I would love to. This is very expensive. Also, I drew my dad's 100-pound bow first try. Nice. It's impressive. Damn, Muzz moving up in the world with these guns. Yeah, man, like I said, was very excited to get that in. The young lady that I am working with is a very kind young lady, and I'm excited that she's sending out one of the guns for the channel. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Thanks, Thick Kobe. I appreciate that. Hey, man, the cooler guns that I can get, obviously, I have fun with them, but like the cooler content that y'all get as well. And that's really exciting. Because, we definitely have some cool pieces that I've spent a ton of my own money on. So it's really fun to, compare them to other really cool pieces. I had 2 deer in my yard. We're going to go bow hunting soon. Nice, Jax. I wish you the best of luck. Make sure you aim correctly and hit the right spots. Just know where to shoot bow hunting. It's tough. John Crump News. Hey, what's up, man? The New Boys Gaming. Oh, what's up? I'm back. What's up, man? Muzz, go to Shields. They have M1s for $1,000 to $2,000. Do you have the $1,000 to $2,000 for me, Jackson? Because I certainly do not. Is that an M17? So this is the Zastava M90, 5.56 AK, 18.25 inch chrome line barrel. This is wrapped in some goon tape with the Serbian redwood furniture. This does come with an adjustable gas block. We are running that on a Midwest Industries light and laser mount power tack flashlight on this bad boy. There are no firearm sales on the channel, so please don't ask to do that. But yeah, man, if you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. I was talking about the blue pistol. So this is a Glock 17 Gen 3 kind of ish, SCT Glock frame, aftermarket slide. We have a XTS threaded barrel running a Swamp Fox Kraken optic, but we also are running a very beautifully Cerakoted stripper Cerakote camo from Syndicus Cerakote. Really cool dudes at Syndicus Cerakote and Syndicus USA. We're actually getting one of their AKs on the channel very shortly as well. So that's a really cool piece of news today too. So we'll add that to the exciting news. They have a really high-end kind of AK AR hybrid vibes because it does take PMags, so that's gonna be sick. Glock 17 Gen 3, is that a custom? Yeah, it's a custom build that I did and then a custom Cerakote job. So yeah, it's pretty customized. My dad taught me how to aim, and that's all we're gonna be good as long as my brother doesn't mess anything up with his loud booty, yes. Where can I donate $300? You can do it here in the YouTube app, or you could shoot me a Venmo at Muzzlebroke or my PayPal. Both are listed in my YouTube bio. So if you would donate, that would help me out quite a bit because all the donations basically go to rounds for the 1,000 round range reviews that we do. Looks fancy, mate. Yes. They are called an attachment, not a parts. What? Are you going to shoot it on this stream? No. Have a great stream. I'm bouncing to finish the Hurricane games. All right, Thick Kobe. Appreciate you. Do a $99 donation 3 times. You could do that. Stay thick, Kobe. Yeah, I love that. That's funny, Jackson. But if you guys are just popping on the stream, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. We haven't had the 226 build out on the live stream, and felt like it's been a hot little minute. So I wanted to bring her back out today because I like this gun quite a bit. I did switch the grips back to the normal ZEV grips. I was running this with some lock grips, but this is the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV. I did add a aftermarket comp. We have a Phoenix lighting flashlight. I do have a aftermarket gas pedal, trigger, hammer, springs, all the good stuff to make this gun absolutely fly. One of my favorite handguns by far. It is kind of rivaling the CZ Customs build, in which I think is the coolest handgun. So the 1,000 round range review of the CZ Customs CZ75 SPO1 Shadow Accu will be live tomorrow, which is very exciting. AP World exam. Yeah, I do not miss school. Give me something unjammable. AA12 will do, I guess. Oh, Glock 17, baby. Typically, the Glock 17 jams much less frequently than other guns. I typically would recommend it. A fairly stock Glock. This one is obviously very aftermarket, parted out. But a typical Glock 17 Gen 3, that's typically what I use as like one of my nightstand guns. And it works very well. So we do have the Glock 17 custom Cerakote job out on the channel, the Zastava M90, and the Sig Sauer 226 build that I did myself. I do really enjoy this handgun. This was a ridiculously expensive gun. The 226 ZEV, I think MSRP's at maybe around $2,100, and then I have like $500 of aftermarket stuff easy on it. So it's a pretty expensive handgun, which makes me very sad. Gen 3, the standard. Yes, Gen 3 is classic. Muzz, what did you think of the paint job, my AR that I sent you on Instagram? Dude, I liked it quite a bit. I thought I posted you back. I thought that was a very good paint job, especially for doing it freehand. XDM Elite 10mm, 3.8 inches. Never jams. Here you go. Zyro's Garden, what's up, man? Guzman says, do you know anything about the Mechanic MO4 that was supposed to come with the MC9 Prime? Oh, their optic. They did not send me the optics. So I have no experience with that optic. Unfortunately, they should send me the optic. Which optics are on the pistols, and do you like the lower profile style or the bigger box style? This is quite possibly my #1 or #2 most hated optic that I've ever shot in my life. This is the Swamp Fox by Kraken. It's terrible. I had one, and a bunch of like glass came in the optic, and I had to send it back, and it was terrible. My second most hated optic of all time is going to be the CH Precision Duty XL optic. Both optics are incredibly expensive and incredibly dog crap. This is the Romeo 1 Pro. It actually comes with the 226 ZEV. I think it looks really good on this gun. It does have a co-witness, which I appreciate. The Swamp Fox does not co-witness. I like a lower third co-witness with my iron sights with any sort of red dot setup, so that'll be my preference. What are your thoughts on Galils? I love me a Galil, I just don't have one. Ever got to touch some bullpups? I've shot a ton of bullpups. I actually, funny enough, do not have a bullpup in the collection, which makes me a little bit sad. I just ordered an XTAR EP9. Kyle, you should email them and be like, yo, I ordered this because Muzzlebroke's EP9 content is straight fire. And then maybe they'll give me another one. Muzz, I'll pay your AR for $100. I'll even come to you. Yeah, we'll see. Trigicon SRO gang, yeah. SROs are classic, very expensive, but I think well worth it. Another blessed day, brother. Thank you, Zyro. Be calm videos, laughs, thumbs up. Well, thank you. More guns, Human TV says. Yes, we always have more guns here on the Muzzlebroke channel. If you are just popping in to the channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Tomorrow, we are dropping the 1,000-round range review of the CZ75 SPO1 Shadow Accu, a $1,924 gun from CZ Customs. So the 1,000-round range review will be live tomorrow. Later on this week, we are getting arguably, wow, it actually will be the most expensive gun I've ever had on the channel. It is going to be a $2,500 2011 that comes ported. So pretty cool. How is Zyro not a mod? We'll make him a mod next time, I forgot. Kyle says, my most expensive gun is a Sig P320 Wilson Combat. I typically am not, I don't like the 320. Not because I know if it's going to go off, but just because I just shoot very poorly with the Sig P320. Is that a 223 AK? This is the Zastava M90 223 556 AK 18.25 inch chrome line barrel adjustable gas block. We were running that with some Serbian redwood furniture today, rocking a little bit of goon tape. Kyle, don't drop it. All right, Muzz, I'm sorry, but I have to go study for finals. Yes, that is more important, but good luck, Jackson. I got a DDM4 300 is my most expensive. That's a good one. Yeah, I would think up until this point, my most expensive gun is probably my Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch, a little AK variant. That one came in at about, I think, $3,300. The 2011 that will I should hopefully be able to pick it up Friday. So I should be able to have it on a live stream Friday night, is the Hex by Jacob Gray Firearms. And it is $3,500. So I think that's going to be the most expensive gun. Beautiful AK, thank you. Is that gun worth it? I only bought it because it was such a good deal. $1,600, that is a good deal. Have you shot a sniper before? Yes, definitely shot some long-range guns. We shot the Century Arms SVD clone, which is kind of like sniper vibes. I've shot some Barrett 50 cals in my day. So we've shot some sniper rifles. I have some longer ranged bolt guns, like 30-06 and 308 and all that good stuff. I don't know if I would necessarily consider them sniper rifles, but they definitely could be used in that role. But the role of a gun is kind of what you make it. Definitely worth it. Perfect for home defense. We're talking about the DDM 300 Blackout. Most expensive gun is definitely the Thesis 1911. Well, here, I'll give you your moderator status there, Zyro. But, oops, I moderated the wrong guy. Sorry. The Thesis 1911 is actually back at Thesis right now. Hopefully getting someone's like spitting on the feed ramp or something. I don't know. But yeah, the Thesis 1911 should hopefully be back on the channel at some point. We currently have two guns that are gone from my clutches right now. One of them being quite possibly one of my most favorite AKs, my AKM chambered in 7.62x39. It's actually a Palmetto State Armory GF4, but I built that build out very nicely, and I like that gun, and it's off at Syndicus Cerakote right now, getting painted up, which is cool. Where do you get some Goon Tape multicam? Goontape.com would be my recommendation. They should have some in stock. That is their German Flecktarn camo, I believe is the name of it. And you're welcome for moderator Zyro. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you guys are just stopping by the stream, or if you would like to support the channel, just subscribe, man. It's free to do. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out an absolute ton. The more subscribers I get, pretty much the easier days that I have. I think I've been very fortunate so far in my YouTube career that people look at my content and they're like, wow, it's actually pretty good stuff. And then they send me things, which is great. But if I have some more subscribers, I can panhandle for even cooler crap. And then I'll have more guns to put on the channel. Name one case when the registry prevented a crime. Yeah, I can. But today out on the channel, we do have a custom Glock 17 Gen 3 build, just to kind of go over this build real quick, because I don't think I really did that too much. We do have an aftermarket slide on a SCT Glock frame. Not a bad Glock frame. It's literally $100 with a ton of, like, it comes completed, which is great. So $100 Glock frame. Running that on an XTS Chameleon barrel with a Griffin armament micro carry comp. Running that with the world's worst optic, the Kraken Swamp Fox. Don't ever buy that optic. It's horrible. We are running some Trijicon suppressor height night sights on this guy too, which is pretty cool. And that is the stripper pistol Syndicus Cerakote stripper camo. It's kind of hard to appreciate, but you can see the strippers there. Very cool. I made a ton of fishing channels, so all good. Or I mod a ton of fishing channels. Nice. DS says, hello, stopping by to say what's up. Hope your day's going well along with it. Well, thank you, DS. They have real bullets, right? Yes, not typically on the live streams. I know they're all cleared before the lives. Not like I don't touch them on the lives anyways. Swamp Fox optic. Been looking at them. Well, stop looking at them right now. I had to send this optic back, and they sent me like another refurbished one. It was a horrible experience. It was $300. It was a scam. Love seeing a good AK. My wife wanted to hear your Mr. President's impression. Can you? Wow, what a beautiful Trump impression we're doing today here on the Muzzle Broke channel. It's the best channel. I looked at the beautiful channel. I said, wow, that's a beautiful channel. You should subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Everyone's doing it, not just me. Everyone says that you should subscribe. What are your thoughts on the Staccato P? Good gun, overpriced for what you get. Is going to be my overall thoughts on that. Love seeing a good-looking AK. Yes, the Zastava M90 is very beautiful. I love the Serbian redwood. It is a very nice fit and finish, in my opinion. Put a sign on your window that says, guns, free home. It scares the criminals away. It's good advice. I only have one sign, and it's the sign for the giveaway gun and knife. We are currently giving away the Canik TP9 Elite SC, as well as the Utica Knives Survival Knife, so you could win that for free here on the Muzzle Broke channel. Why do you hate the Kraken? I used that one and the Justice 2. They're absolutely amazing. They have not let me down at all. They've held up to a ton of abuse. I am glad you had a positive experience, Jeff. My experience with the Swamp Fox Kraken was quite the opposite. I put maybe, I don't know, 300 rounds through it, and there were like little glass fragments in the window that would like flop around when I shook the optic, which to me is very unacceptable. Which I hated. I also hate that the optic doesn't co-witness even with suppressor height night sights. So the optic has glass in the screen, glass in the window. It doesn't co-witness, and it's not a cheap optic. It's a $300 optic. Swamp Fox refused to give me my money back. They sent me another crappy refurbished Swamp Fox Kraken. So I get to crap on them all day long because I don't really agree with that policy, and I think that's very crappy of them to do. And they do not respect my Muzzle Broke YouTube clout, so I will not respect their crappy optics. Great impression. Yeah, no problem. But guns, yeah, whatever. FN or Sig? More of a Sig fan, personally. I need to see an AK-308, my guy. Well, if you go comment on all my videos of the Zastava M90, maybe Zastava will be kind enough to send me out a 308 AK. Rez says hi, what's up? Oh, that sounds bad. DJ says 100%. Well, from what you're saying, that optic is poop. Yeah, I would agree. Damn, that's crazy. I agree. They should have absolutely sent you a new one. I get it. Yes. Yeah, but like funny enough, I actually had the same experience with my, the optic that's on my, Springfield Prodigy right now, the CH Precision Duty XL. Funny enough, they actually did send me out that optic, but it's a $400 optic. And like, before I even like was like, hey, like before I start like really talking crap about your optic, like, would you like to fix it? Would you like to send me another one? And they ignored like 5 of my emails, so I can talk crap about that optic too. I don't care. Do you know I shook Trump's hand? It's cool. I thought that is cool. Sig, C-I-G, S-I-G, the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV build on the right-hand side of the table. Hey guys, subscribe to the channel, please. I'd appreciate it. Hell yeah. Thumbs up. SD says hi. Kyle says, do you have the standard blade or the SBA 3 on your X-Tar EP9? I have the standard blade. I actually like it quite a bit. Typically, I am not a good, big fan of the SBA 3. I actually kind of hate all the SB Tactical products. because I think they're way too expensive and they're like really crappy braces. They give us vets such a great discount online. Crazy the reviews are so bad out here. Well, dude, like it's one of those things where everyone's gonna have a lemon at some point. I just, you know, it was me and they didn't care that I had a YouTube channel, and so I kind of got bitter and butthurt, and you know, it is what it is. I'm allowed to not like some companies. And also, like, I feel like if my channel was like, yeah, every company's the best ever, like, you guys would be like, dude, like, what the hell is this kid talking about? So, you know, when things kind of suck, I'm going to tell you they kind of suck. Customer service is just as important as the quality of. Yeah, I mean, they did send out another one, but, like, for $300, man, like, I spend another $300 and just buy the RMR, man. Like, I just, you know, it's not worth it in my opinion. Egg, what's up, big dog? What's your favorite branch of the military? I don't think I can have a favorite branch since I was not in the military, so I don't know. Double tap your screen to like and subscribe. Yes, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I would really appreciate it. Yo, look at all that cheese. Yes, we have this flavor, the 226 ZEV by Sig Sauer. I do really enjoy this handgun. Upgraded trigger, upgraded hammer, compensator, all the good stuff. We have the Zastava M90, a beautiful 5.56 AK in this beautiful Serbian redwood. I say the same words a lot, I've noticed. And then I also have the Glock 17 Gen 3 with a bunch of aftermarket goodies, including a beautiful stripper Cerakote job from Syndicus Cerakote. We also have the giveaway gun in the background, the Canik TP9 Elite SC. You can actually win this gun for free. Walther PS, sure. Someone pulled a gun on me for honking at them when they cut me off. Almost ran me off the road. Did you have your 10mm on them? Can I have one? You can win one. You could win the Canik TP9 Elite SC. Had my 10mm on my pants. Good. With the sign. Yes, the sign is very great. Look at, wow, what a great sign. Howdy. What's up, Andrew? Glock 17 or Glock 19? 17 all day for me. Anything smaller than a full-size Glock frame, my hand does not fit very well, so I typically do like a 17. Not that the Glock 19 is a bad gun, it just doesn't fit my hand personally very well. Trigger on the 226, yes, I do have a adjustable skeletonized trigger and skeletonized hammer on this from, who did I buy this from? Armory Craft. I think the comp is Armory Craft too, but don't give Armory Craft your business because they don't want to send me anything, so good stuff, but poo-poo on them for not sending me the magwell that I requested for this gun. Very snoodily, he says. Impossible to enter the giveaway. You literally just have to comment on a video. It is the easiest way to enter a giveaway. If you are incapable of commenting on a video, then maybe you shouldn't get a free gun. I think that's fair. Navy Vet says Glock 17. Walther PvP Pro, a good option. I just want the sign. You can keep the guns. I will mail you the sign for free. Or Walther TTI. Probably TTI Derek is in love with something. 45, he says. Now this is a 9mm Glock 17. We got a 5.56 AK, and then the Sig Sauer 226 ZEV is also in 9mm. Rack and Shoot, what's up? How's it going? Andrew says, I just moved into a new house looking for my home defense gun. Any advice? Glock 17 Gen 3 is a classic. But if you want my elite home defense muzzle broke package, I'd get a 300 blackout AR. I actually just did a long form video that is on the channel that goes very in depth through my home defense AR-15 build, and it is a 300 blackout gun. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I would really appreciate it. What's your favorite optic? Open or closed emitter? My favorite, I don't really know if I have a favorite optic. Actually, I kind of would say the best optic for your money is the Sig Romeo 5. It's a closed emitter red dot. It's like $112. It comes with a low rise mount and a high rise mount. It's got shake wake. It's everything you want from an optic. It's not anything incredibly crazy, but it's a good optic at a good price, and I like that. I'm actually running that on my Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch right now, quite possibly one of my favorite guns in the collection. I need my Ruger P89. It's a good one. Patriot Arms, what's up? Kyle says, you already did it. I don't know what I already did. Did you get my 2 entries the other day? I actually sent them at the end of the stream. I could DM you a screenshot. Yeah, I got him, Egg. Don't worry. Derek Paynes is beautiful, my brother. Thank you. And then another, wait, Daryl says hi. Derek commented, but do you carry guns on you every day? Yes. And if so, what's your gun? And do you worry about carrying a Glock without a safety? Typically, I am running the Sig Sauer P226 AXG Legion as my everyday carry gun. When I'm reviewing carry guns, I typically do carry those. So like when I did the Canic Prime, I carried the Canic Prime for quite a bit. None of those guns have safeties. I do actually carry, I have a fairly stock Glock 17 Gen 3. It's not this one. This one obviously has crazy aftermarket stuff. But I do have a pretty stock Glock 17 Gen 3 that I'll carry as well. So if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, none of those guns have safeties. Well, I guess the Glock has the trigger safety, but the Sig does not have any safety, and the Canic also has a trigger safety. But no. I do not get worried about carrying a gun without a safety. If you have you need a holster. And as long as you have a good holster, it's not gonna go off randomly unless you're carrying a P320. I got scared when you said a Sig. Sig gone crazy on saying carry. Wait, Sig told you to carry with an empty chamber? No, they did not. Nice toys, thank you. Navy Vet says 300 blackout without a suppressor. No, my 300 blackout build has a suppressor. Oh, wait, hold on. Someone donated. Ian, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. So I'm giving you random money. Thank you, Ian. Every donation is very much appreciated. It goes right to my gambling 1,000 round range reviews. No, I do use all the money for YouTube purposes. All the money goes towards 1,000 round range reviews, or like kind of gun wall, like the gun wall, or paying to ship the giveaway gun, like that sort of stuff. So when you guys donate to the channel, I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. So thank you very much, Ian. My go-to carry is a 40 XD neon sight, double vented chamber. Nice. Smith & Wesson compact, Glock 19. I just subbed. All you need is a 10-shot semi-auto, 12 gauge, triple aught buck. 5.56 AK, that's wild. Yeah, I do love the 5.56 AK though. I have a bunch, 345, 7.62 by 39 AKs, so having a 5.56 AK is a fun little switch up for me, and also it's like just ridiculously light recoiling, which is a ton of fun. That AK kick like crazy. Not the 5.56, man. Leopold, red dot on my Spike Tactical AR-15 Spider. That's a good dot. Gabby, what's up, man? Jake from State Farm. Ian. Jovan, Elite Guns says hi. What state are you in? Plunger safety. Trigger safety and drop safety is all you need. Wish I could join to show you this 308 blackout with a VEC and catcher on it. Just got done commenting my Instagram on the shorts I missed about the Canic. Nice, rack and shoot. Official Jesus, state, confusion. Yeah, I don't really want to tell you guys where I live. I only like Glocks when they're modified. Yeah, I like a stock Glock. I like a modified Glock. Sig definitely said that. When did Sig say that you should carry on an empty chamber? Sig official statement? I have to Google this after this. Gabby says, what's up? Oh, we're just hanging out and trying to catch up in the comments. I was pocket carrying my Glock 43X today with a $20 leather holster. Did great. Nice. But ayo, what's up, Jackson? Jonah King, sorry. All right, we're caught up. I used a Jericho 941 in 9, okay. Can I have a Sig, however you call it? You can bum a Sig for me at the bar, but I'm not going to give you my Sig Sauer gun. PSA Happy Mother's Day. PSA's Mother's Day sale is insane. The rifles for half off. Ollie, what's up, man? So we got the Glock 17 Gen 3, the stripper Cerakoted Glock. We got the M90, the Zastava M90, 5.56 AK. We got the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV. Sig did say that, John says. I believe you guys. I believe you guys 100%. I cannot believe they said to carry with... Sig did say, don't carry the P320 loaded. Wow. How are they going to like stay in business after that? That's insane. Why? What was their reasoning behind saying that? They were just like, it's going off too much? That's insane. Frowns at leather holster. I've had a couple of good leather holsters. As long as they retain and protect the trigger, I'm cool. They've lost their minds. Yeah, that's absolutely wild. That's actually really crazy because I do have two Sig guns. I do have the 226 ZEV here, which, I really like this gun. I also really like the P365 Legion. I like that gun a lot. I don't like the 320. I never shot well with the 320. Despite all of the whole going off things, I just never did well with the 320, so I always kind of hated it. When is PSA dropping their new 5.7? So my rule with PSA is take all of their drops with a grain of salt because you never know. Dude, like they're dropping their Stizon without even announcing it. They're like, hey, we're going to drop this Bison. All right, the Bison's here. And versus like whenever they release a gun at SHOT Show, it could be like 2 years. So I don't know. Who knows? Sig's carrots are cooked. Their Twitter manager is crazy. Yeah, that's wild. Jonah King's leather holster is very rigid. And I thought about getting the P320. I would never get the P320. What's your favorite semi-auto shotgun? I have a Sega 12 clone, AK 12 gauge that I like quite a bit. If you guys are just stopping by, make sure you subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. I really would appreciate it. I have actually no idea why I'm even here. Same, bro. You right. It's so many 226 variants. Which one do I choose? The 226 ZEV. Look at how beautiful it is. The 226 Legion is really cool as well, but I liked the look of the ZEV Tech 226. Black Arc holsters makes great leather / Kynex holsters. Yeah, there are some hybrids ones. I watched Sig and Mac today. They never said that. I don't know. I love Jurassic Park, says hi. If you carry on an empty chamber, it can't go off. Yeah, but you'll also die. I saw some good stuff at SHOT Show. Yet to see PA drop them. Yeah. My little brother Droplet always showed me this guy and just started watching. Nice. Well, I'm glad he showed it to you. Thank you for tuning in. My girlfriend wants a gun now. Nice. Should I have Swiss cheese that guy? Probably not. No. I'm telling you, man, if you like Sig and Glock, look into a surplus Jericho 941. It's my most accurate pistol. I'll have to do that. I ain't got $2,300. Too rich for my blood. Yeah, I feel it. I did actually buy this gun used for $1,700, if that makes it any better. Smash the like, guys. Yes, please, like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Does this comment count as an entry? You have to comment on one of the already posted videos. Chris says, I think the 226 is going on my wish list. Been thinking about it for a while. I'm a pretty big fan. This one is their single action only. But, dude, like, this trigger is ridiculous. Like, you can get an upgraded trigger for it, and it just, like, it's a ton of fun. Plus, like, doesn't this look awesome with the comp? I got a Tanfoligio. I didn't pronounce that right. And I love it. Straight shredding. What's up, man? I like guns. Me too, Jason. That's why we're hanging out here at the Muzzlebroke channel today. I will donate $100 if we can get 100 likes. Oh, please. Please, God. I wanted that Tanfoglio a 9 when it was like $200. What's your opinion on the Ruger RXM? I've never shot it. It's kind of a Glock clone, so I don't really care. It's kind of my vibe. I like knives. We do have a knife. It's actually a giveaway knife. We're giving away the knife and the gun. I want to get a CZ P10C, but it's so dang ugly. I love the PZ75 SPO1 Shadow Acu. The 1,000-round range review is coming tomorrow. John Davis, I love your channel. Keep doing your thing, bro. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you. The CZ P10 is a great gun. SAR SR9 is the best budget 9. I actually haven't shot that one. If you really were looking for a super budget 9, I would maybe recommend just like a Glock 17 Gen 3 law enforcement trade-in. I think you can get that for about $400. And in my opinion, that would kind of solve a lot of your reliability issues. Yes, the SAR 9. It's such a killer deal. I got to check out this SAR 9 now. Can I come shoot with you one day? Yeah. If I'm ever at an event and you guys see me, or if I'm ever out at your local range and you see me, come up and say hey. I'd love to get you on the channel. Any video, right? Any video featuring the Canik TP9 Elite SC. There's a good handful of them out on the channel. Can we have a meet and greet at a range? Yeah, that would be a ton of fun. I'm always down for ideas. Trust me, man, you pick one up from PSA for $250 and you will love the feel of it. I'm thinking Taurus is the go-to budget gun in the last 3 to 4 years. I do have a Taurus GTC that actually works very well. Muzz groupies, yes. I was looking at the SAR, the SAR 9 subcompact at NRA. Nice. They do give you a lot with the SAR package, almost as good as Canik's. Zastava ZPAP. Yes, the ZPAP M90 from Zastava 5.56 AK with an 18.25-inch chrome lined barrel, adjustable gas block. This one is chambered in Serbian redwoods, is a Yugoslavian build. AK, so it's a little bit different than your traditional AKM. Seriously, look up any pistol abuse test. SAR is always at the top. Well, we'll have to check that out. We do have the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV build out on the table today. Running literally everything is aftermarket. Comp, trigger, hammer, takedown lever, flashlight, the whole shebang. We got the Zastava M90, a beautiful 223 AK with a chrome line barrel, adjustable gas block, Serbian redwood furniture. We got it goon taped up. And then we have a Glock 17 Gen 3 with a beautiful Cerakote job from Syndicus Cerakote. Have you seen a Smith & Wesson M&P 40 2.0 metal? No, I have not. You can always tell it's Zastava because the handguard is square and the bolt is always chrome lined. Yeah, it's that classic Yugo pattern AK, and they do have a chrome lined gun. Yay gun. Yay even bigger gun. Agreed. G-Force blade is very nice for the money as well. M&P metals are nice. The whole M&P line is good. I do like M&P. I actually, funny enough, do not own a single M&P gun. Diamond, yes. I forgot her name. Diamond. How would I forget her name? We are actually, this is from the Cerakote jobs, a custom Cerakote job from Syndicus Cerakote. Really cool dudes at Syndicus Cerakote, and they are currently working on spraying up my AKM. And they're also going to send out one of their AKs when they send that back to me. So it's called the Orion. It's another kind of 5.56 AK vibes. Mauser M15, 22R, any good? I don't know. I feel like I have too many 22 guns for it to excite me anymore. But I don't have familiarity with that model specifically. But if you are just popping by to the Muzzle Bro channel, if you're a first timer, welcome. I appreciate you being here. And if you could subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel, I would be very appreciative. That would help me out a lot. I love when you guys subscribe to the channel. Oh man, I feel like I missed out on the live when you said which one you were sending to get Cerakoted. I was originally going to send the KUSA Comrade, but then they couldn't take that because Syndicus Cerakote is actually in California. And it's like kind of like a AOW, any other weapon, short barrel, shotgun type vibes. So they were like, nah, good. So we set the AKM with the Barwaris Alpha handguard. What? You're missing out on the M&P line. I have 3 of them. Yeah, no, they're good guns, man. I've shot them a bunch. I just haven't ended up with one, I guess. I have a newer Wazer 10 with the same Midwest Industries light mount. Midwest Industries rocks. Yeah, Midwest Industries is pretty cool. We're still working on the god dang handguard for the lever action. This is going to be the bane of my existence. Where the Glock's at? There's a Glock right here, big dog. Glock 17 Gen 3 pattern. You're going to be in a better position than most when the inevitable happens. Yeah, I mean, yes, but you can also really only like shoot one gun at a time. I don't know. I have different thoughts on that. I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. I could definitely arm a small army. I think I counted up all my guns the other day. I'm not going to give you the exact number, but it was a very substantial number. So I could have other people armed. Egg! Thank you, Egg. I will give you your 4 more entries. You can currently win on the Muzzle Bro channel the Canik TP9 Elite SC and the Utica Knife Survival Knife. It's out there in the background. Free to enter. Cheapest source for an AK. You can buy a Palmetto State Armory GF3 Blem for $650. It's the cheapest AK I think you can get, aside from like a random used one. Field, yay. Laws, can you give the difference between the NPAP and the ZPAP? I cannot. I actually do not know. This is the ZPAP M90. I don't quite know the difference. Egg says PSA, some AKs on sale right now. Hurry, go look. How much are they? Because I really should figure that out. But if you guys are just popping on the stream, welcome to the Muzzle Broke channel. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the channel. I subscribe. Do I win? Please. Giveaway winner will be announced May 31st. What do you think about the Arsenal Sam 7? I actually really like that gun. It's a really nice gun. I will say now that the PSA crank is out, I'd probably prefer that, but I don't know. Describe the CZ P10 trigger to an M&P trigger. Mo Beta. I like the CZ triggers. Are the WOT trigger worth it? WOT for which gun? I was hitting at 100 yards with the CZ P10F, one of my fave 5 right now. Nice. Do you own a store or are you a gun guy? I'm a gun guy. I have no store. Holly says, woohoo, thank you. Hey, should I get a Romanian AK for $550? Absolutely. If you don't take it, I will. It's a great deal. The CZ, probably slightly shorter recent. Agreed. Are 5.7 pistols legit or too extra? I think they have funky grips. I would personally rather have a 9mm pistol. You do get a higher capacity with 5.7, you know, but it's more expensive. I own 4 guns: Glock 19, Mossberg, Scout Rifle bolt gun, Mossberg 88, Wazzer 10 AK. Nice. I don't like the 5.7. Yeah, it's okay. You ain't lucky. You lucky you ain't in New York? Yes, I am. 5.7 is a more PDW round. Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's like with the correct ammo, it's like armor piercing, but no one has the correct ammo, so you know, whatever. Do you know if you can still get the Kalashnikov USAs? You can, just not from KUSA because they are out of business. I have one KUSA gun. I did have to get multiple parts sent from KUSA because the gun wasn't working. So I wouldn't really recommend buying a KUSA gun now that they're out of business. But those are just my 2 cents. Thinking of selling my dagger and using the money toward a CZ. It's probably not worth selling it for $340, but do what you won't. My guy has to do commercials or voice work. With a voice like that, he speaks and people listen. You know, everybody says that, but how the hell do I apply to be a voice actor? I would love to get paid to do more random stuff. Godfather Amen says hello. No, you should not. 5.7 is overkill and overpen. I don't know what overpen? Over-penetrating. Okay, secondhand, maybe. You got any of the Shadow Systems pistol? What's your take on them? They're Glock clones. They're good Glock clones, but they're Glock clones nonetheless. I'd rather build out my own Glock. But if you don't want a Glock, you don't want to build out your own Glock, then, you know, whatever. Jacob Kiefer, what's up, big dog? $9.99. I appreciate you. Look at that little hippo. Thank you. Every time you guys donate to the channel, I do really appreciate it. All of your donations go directly back into the channel. Like tomorrow, for example, we're dropping a 1,000-round range review of the CZ75 SPO1 Shadow ACU. And 1,000 rounds of 9mm costs some money. 1,000 rounds of 5.56 costs money. Picking up guns from the FFL costs money. Sending giveaway guns costs money. Everything costs money nowadays. So when you guys donate to the channel, I really do appreciate it because it goes right back into the channel. So thank you, Jacob Kiefer. That's my panhandle spiel. If you guys are just popping on, please subscribe to the Muzzlebrand channel. I really do appreciate it. What do you think of an FRT? I do have a D's Nuts Tactical Super Safety that I think it's a lot of fun. Get an agent. How do I get an agent, Adam Dawn? Can you send them to Australia? No, US only. 5.7 passes through butter. Small wounds. Yeah, I don't know. Jacob Kiefer says, I had to throw the PSA dagger to the side. Garbage. Ooh. Jacob Kiefer, I'm curious why you didn't like the PSA dagger. I don't know. I also don't really like the PSA dagger, so I'm curious to see why you didn't. What gun is for home defense? Sometimes I'll run the 226 on the nightstand. Typically, I run a 300 Blackout AR-15. FRTs, all right, sorry, hold on. Any other 12-gauge uppers besides the Gen 2s available for the AR-10? I don't know. FRTs are interesting. Get them while you can. Yeah, agree. Hey, Muzz, I lost signal. Did you get the barrel? I did not stop by the P.O. box today, Gabby. I will do that for you tomorrow. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. But thank you for sending that barrel, Gabby. I do really appreciate it. Gabby is helping me build an AR-10. We currently have the barrel and the lower, and we're going to have to source some other parts. Romanian Wazzer 10 AKs had a lot of QC problems back before 08, so if you buy one, get a newer one. Okay, good notes. Just to clarify, I would be getting the P10 optic ready for 3. Okay, that's good. I thought you were going to sell the. I don't know. I feel like selling a gun, you never really get what you paid. I just got a demilled RPG. Hell yeah. Should I get a high point 40 cal for $60? A 100% absolutely yes. Easy soft armor penetration is 7.62 by 25. Australia was a joke. We can't all fall down here. Can't even really carry a pocket knife. If you hurt a home intruder, you get charged. Damn. Just bought my first AR-10. It's en route to my FFL. Yeah, that's a good one. I love me an AR-10. To comment on my other comment earlier, my AR-9 may be heavier compared to my 5.5. How? I mean, typically AR-9s are just lighter because it's a shorter barrel, so a shorter handguard. Usually you're running like a shorter brace, which is going to be lighter than a stock. Usually you're running a smaller optic without like a magnifier. You're not running LPVO. So your AR-9s are usually lighter than your 5.56s. Now, if you commissioned me to make the world's heaviest AR-9, I mean, I could do it. But usually a 5.56 is going to be, 16 inches, and AR9 is going to be 7.5. So it's typically quite a bit lighter, but not always the case. Is there a dagger similar to a Glock 48? Yes. I would refer you to my buddy, First Shot Tactical, has like billions and billions of dagger videos. There's one that has that size. Dublin says yes. What do you mean over penetration? 5.7 is spicy 22 MR. What comment should I make for the giveaway? Whatever your little heart desires. Man, I carried it for over a year. We're talking about the PSA dagger. Trigger's trash. I will say it didn't have many malfunctions, which is great, but with the last malfunction, I had bullets won't fit in the chamber anymore. I don't know. Interesting. What do you think of a 308? I'm looking to get an SCAR 17, or should I get an AR-10? A SCAR is cooler than an AR-10. It's also triple the price. That would be my thoughts. So it depends on how cool you think this SCAR is. Are you familiar with the Every Gun Parts kit, and are they worth it? I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry, Joshua. There's definitely going to be a huge conflict, either internally or externally, maybe both. Historically speaking, there's always one before a period of growth and prosperity. The Dagger Micro could kind of be, what is this gun called? So this is the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV. I love this gun. We got the Zastava M90, a beautiful 5.56 AK from Zastava. We have the Glock 17 Gen 3 with a beautiful Cerakote job from Syndicus Cerakote. If you guys are just stopping by the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Think the Dagger is worth it? No, I don't. AR-9s have a heavier bolt carrier group, causing it to be heavier than a 5.56 AR. Interesting. William, PSA has some 308 rifles on sale right now. $700. They are tricked out, Joshua says. Shorter barrel, shorter handguard, but the barrel is so thick. Like I'd say, it's a good 4 to 5 pound difference. That is wild. I love ARs, but AKs are cooler. It's kind of like driving an automatic car versus a manual car. I would agree. A new subscriber asks the question, there are no firearms sales on the channel. You should FRT the AK. I would love to. Mars Triggers kind of teased me a little bit. They said they were going to send out a trigger, then they didn't, then I emailed, then they ghosted. So, CCCC, thank you. What distances are you zeroing your red dots on the pistol? 10 yards, you'll be fine. 10 yards is good for everything. I got to work. Thanks for the good time. No problem, Guzman. Donovan Ford. What AK? The Zastava M90. Beautiful 5.56 AK. Glock 17 long barrel worth it? No, it is not. As someone who owns a Dagger for 3 years, the Dagger is not worth it. Buy a CZ P10 or SAR 9, use Glock 19. Yeah, if someone wanted a budget gun, I'm a pretty big fan of, the law enforcement training Glocks. Gabby's got to go. Need to deliver liberal groceries. Well, thank you for stopping by, Gabby. And thanks for the barrel as well, big dog. The Diera D9 Glock clones come with every option. Flared MSG, cut slide, optics, threaded barrel. I really want an SBR. I got a UMP 45 pistol with the Dead Air Ghost. Then SBR, that sucker, big dog. I'm also seeing when I pull the trigger on my Dagger, the whole slide lifts up. Interesting. What do you think of the Tommy built MP7? If it worked, it'd be cool. How much are the average cost? I don't know. Shit. Well, there goes the monetization. This gun is probably close to $3,000. This one's probably close to, 17. You could buy a law enforcement trade-in Glock 17 for like $400. It's a pretty good deal. It's probably the cheapest I'd go. H-Town C is having a midlife crisis. What's up, man? Corey says hi. Sounds like tolerance stacking. An early life crisis at 18. It happens, man. It happens to the best of us. Your suggestion for the best AR style 22. Build your own is what I would do for $350. A new subscriber says thank you. Yeah, well, if you guys could subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel, I really would appreciate it. Helps me out a ton. Says hi, hey. What is the gun on the right? It's the Sig Sauer P226 ZEV. I do have an aftermarket comp, trigger, hammer, gas pedal, takedown lever, all the good stuff. You got my subscription, bud. Well, thank you, Joshua Grimes. I appreciate that. I love when you guys subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. Bro, my mom got evicted, so we were staying in a hotel, and on top of that, my G-Flex won't work. The G-Flex not working. I could have told you that. I feel like all the FRTs / binaries are straight hot garbage. Build your own style AR, I would agree. And in the process of fixing the G-Flex, I ended up taking down my springs, somewhere never to be found. I'm sorry, you're having a tough day, big dog. Hit the like, guys. Yeah, nice Sig. Thank you, Donovan Ford. AKs are going up in value, while ARs are going down. Buying AKs is a good investment. Yeah, I would agree to an extent. I think a lot of American companies are going to kind of like, you know, whatever, build some AKs, hopefully here for us soon. But if you guys are just popping by, welcome to the Muzzle Bro channel. I appreciate you being here, and please subscribe to the channel. Do you think the Mars FRT is good and easy to put in? Well, here, you know, Mars was supposed to give me one, and they're not. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do a really beautiful install video, really good range review. And they were like, oh, yeah, totally. And then I never got it. And then they goes to my emails and my text messages. I'm about to add them on Snapchat, send them a snap of my nipples and be like, yo, send me this trigger. Import AKs are a good investment. I would agree about that. Are you going to suppress your M90? Yeah, I do have a Dead Air Wolverine that very easily threads on. So for the range review, we're probably going to do like half suppressed, half unsuppressed. Rock Island Armory is getting interesting with their 2011s now being Made in America. Nice. AR uppers. Yeah, you could do different uppers for different calibers. If you ever get a chance to try a Glock FRT, just don't get a switch. You'll save yourself so much time. Yes. What do you think is more likely, war with China or zombies? China. AK is my favorite gun. I want a gel gun of it. I love the AK platform as well, big dog. I got an AK-74 for my birthday yesterday. Nice. You should talk to them again and see what they say. I mean, I just recently emailed them, like, I don't know, last week, and they just kind of kept ignoring me. Pickles! What's up, dude? What's up, Pickles? RPK is like IKEA AK. RPK is like a big AK. Is it true that suppressors are legal to ship to home? Yeah, I think Capital Armory will ship into your door, but like takes longer. What's good about the AK platform? Why better than AR? Vibes. Typically, bigger tolerances in the gun, meaning you don't have to clean it as often, and it will typically stand up to a little bit more dirt and debris. It's cooler. That's all I got. You should get a PSA sponsor and a Primary Arms sponsor and a Sonoran Desert Institute sponsor. I would love to do that. What do you think of the barrel 5.56 AK? I have not shot that one, actually. Oh, you can order them online now. Time to hit up Brian's Club for a new SSN. What's up, Muzzle? I like your live streams. Well, thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. If you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I will email them for you. Do it, Egg. Be like, yo, Muzzle Bro said you were going to send him FRT for the AK, and then you never did. I would love that, because that really makes me sad. I was really looking forward to my Mars AK trigger, but I ain't get one. That's okay. But if you guys are just popping onto the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. I want a 308, but I have two AKs. Can I use a Surecom 30? Yeah, you can, for both of them. Alrighty, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. Turned on all notifications. Yes. No one has notifications turned on for my channel, except for like you and 2 other people. So please turn on your notifications, because then you get notified when I have a video. I feel like you guys don't always get notified, and then it, ends up screwing up the system here. So please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Say hey to Grandpa Mike. He's probably watching. Tomorrow, can you bring every gun you have? No, but if you donate, I'll take a trip to the gun room. But please subscribe to the channel, guys. Hey, the 1,000-round range review of the CZ75 SP01 Shadow Accu is dropping tomorrow. So let's go. Appreciate it. I'll be on a live tomorrow, but turn on the notifications. Thank you, Brian. Turn on them notifications. Subscribe to the channel. I know you want subs, but what is your channel about? It's about birthday cakes.